Welcome back. We're here on the internet, and I wanted to get to this issue during the show, and we didn't, but luckily, probably more people actually see us on the internet. So let's talk about what you're involved with. You're doing a play out here,
yes,
a reading.
Yes, we're doing a reading of a play called 8, and it's based on the court transcripts from the federal court challenge that we launched against Proposition 8 here
Prop
in
8.
Prop 8 here in California.
Which was the anti-gay marriage?
Right. It was against gay marriage. We formed the American Foundation for Equal Rights. We hired David Boyce and Ted Olson, the two guys that opposed each other on Bush v. Gore.
Right.
And we tried the case in the district court in San Francisco. We won. And it's now, yes. It's now... And it's now on appeal in the Ninth Circuit. And Dustin Lance Black, who wrote Milk, won an Academy Award, took the trial transcripts and made a play out of it. We did a reading of it in New York on Broadway with Morgan Freeman and a lot of great actors. It went over so well that we're going to do it here.
And George Clooney's doing it.
Yes, George Clooney here in Los Angeles.
Is he gay?
Is George Clooney gay? You have to ask him. Look at, he's got Stacy Keibler. How gay could he be? George Clooney is going to play David Boyce. Oh, and I'm going to direct, and I play also a part in it as well.
All right. And what did you think about Rick Santorum? Because he's obviously the most anti-gay candidate. He would say, I would guess, pro-Bible or whatever. He would not say anti-gay. But I feel like this is an issue where America has really moved.
They have. The gay community is the one group in America that is not considered equal under the law. And so...
Well, actually, atheists, I would argue, are in that.
We're not equal?
Well, we certainly don't get any representation. For a group that is about 17% now, I mean, always growing. The people who say none, when you write a religious affiliation, none. 17%, bigger than any other minority. No representation in Congress. Nobody dares.
No,
look at that. There are tens of millions, and they are. I mean,
you're right about that. That we don't have that representation. I include myself in that same 17%. But we can have representation. And gays can have representation as well. But under the law, atheists have the same legal rights as any other.
But they're the last group you can really just shit on publicly, and everybody applauds it. You know, like George Bush.
Not everybody. I mean, this and Rob is right. This is really the civil rights issue of our generation. And I'll tell you, that it warmed my heart. I was driving my kids to practice yesterday, and
practicing what?
Baseball and volleyball, and they asked me, Mom, you know, why are all the Republican candidates so against gay people? And I said, well, you know, that's a really good question, because they think that because they're different, that they shouldn't be treated the same as everyone else. And my 12-year-old son that said, that's really stupid, Mom. You know, and that's how that generates.
You know, I'm the oldest one here at this table, and when Barack Obama ran for president, supported him, and I was, campaign. I did all the things, but in the back of my mind, I said, can a black, I was one of those people who said, can a black person
we all did.
be president? And my children said the same thing.
Right.
What are you talking about? Why is that a big deal?
Right.
And you're exactly right. We've moved past that. The young people, the next generation, they don't have a problem with gay marriage. They don't have these problems.
When Rick Santorum said, well, what about if you allow that, then I guess a person could marry 3 people, or a dog.
And this is the contrast.
We have laws against those.
And they booed him because they don't want to marry their dog.
This is the contrast that we have.
Well, not all of them. Not all of them.
But Bill, this is the contrast.
Who want to marry their dog.
This is the contrast we have between the entire Republican field and President Obama.
I thought President Obama says he's against gay marriage. I mean, his position is exactly the same as that of Mitt Romney, isn't it?
He is what he
He's
says,
to the right of Dick Cheney.
He is evolving.
He
is evolving on that issue, and I will be surprised if in this next election cycle he doesn't endorse gay marriage.
Do you believe that he was ever sincere? in this position.
No, I do not. I don't think he's sincere about a lot of things, but the reason why he's not sincere, I can totally understand. He's the first black president. He can't come out for weed or gay marriage. He has to be super tough on national defense.
Why is it such an
Obama.
appalling crime
Come
when
on.
Mitt Romney sometimes allows people to think he believes things that maybe he doesn't really think, and a completely venial act when President Obama does the same thing?
President Obama.
I'm not the one who says it is. I'm the one who just told you that I'm hopeful Mitt Romney's a Democrat.
President Obama is the president that has done more to advance gay rights than any president in American history. The repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell, making sure that LGBT Americans have the opportunity for hospital visitation.
Non-defensive DOMA.
But wait,
Exactly.
let's not pat him on the back too much. The repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell was polling at 75% approval. Even a majority of conservatives were for repealing Don't Ask, Don't Tell. So the fact that there are Democrats founded in this...
But also, not to defend the Defense of Marriage Act.
That's a big one. That's a big one.
Believe me, this is a president who has been bold and clear about the importance of equality for LGBT Americans in this country.
Okay, but he is still to the right of Cheney and Laura Bush on gay marriage.
You have
But,
35 shows this season. You could spend the first half attacking the Republicans, and then we can spend the general election.
No, I'm just trying to keep it
attacking
real
Obama.
and keep it fair. And I think he will. I think in the second term, when he's got nothing to lose, you're going to see the real Obama come out, including his admission that he's an atheist, too. Okay.
I thought he was a Muslim. I keep getting confused.
Right, that's what they would say. Is there more of a push, Black Knight asks, to get minority and female candidates to run, or just those who are most likely to win? Ooh, that's to you.
We are actively engaged in recruiting any qualified candidate who is interested in running and willing to work hard and supports standing up for the middle class and working families, focusing our tax policy on making sure that everyone in America has an opportunity to be successful, not just the wealthiest, most fortunate Americans, which is the direction.
And I think if you look at the Democratic Party and the representation that we see in Congress, it is a reflection of our American family.
Just look at the chamber during the State of the Union. Look at the side of the chamber that the Democrats sit on and the side of the chamber that the Republicans sit on, and you can notice a dramatic difference in who chooses to affiliate as Democrats and who chooses to affiliate as Republicans. The diversity in the Democratic Party is remarkable. We truly are the big tent.
This goes back to something I was saying in the televised portion of the show about the weakness of party structures. I mean, if you were to walk through the halls of the Republican National Committee and say, who here thinks that the party should do a lot to get more female minority candidates, you'd have an overwhelming consensus. But candidates choose themselves. That is the way it works in the United States. And that is... it doesn't have. That's not the way it always was. It's not the way it has to be. It's the way it is now. And that means oftentimes parties are at risk of being captured by vocal minority groups. And Democrats had this problem a lot in the 1970s when the party got swung much farther to the left than its leaders wanted it to be. Republicans have that problem now. Stronger party structures would go a long way, especially on the Republican side. The British conservatives have outright quotas for the number of women on their party list, and that is, and I'm not going to say that's maybe as far as you want to go quite that far, but it has had a powerful effect on changing.
Does
the face of the
anybody know
Conservative Party.
where the United States ranks as percentage of women in government in the world? 90th.
Yeah, very, very low.
90th.
But there is a reason that the Democratic Party is far more diverse than the Republican Party, because the natural home politically on major issues to Hispanics, to women, to Jews, to Asian Americans, the diverse spectrum.
Women are an awfully big group.
To African Americans, the entire spectrum of diversity is comfortable in the Democratic Party because we stand up for the issues that matter to those communities, and Republicans shun them.
Okay, I'm going to get Herman Cain back here to argue. I got to go. Thank you very much. You're a terrific audience.
Thank you.
And a terrific...
Real Time with Bill Maher. Ask Bill and his guests your questions right after the show at HBO.com.